Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today we've got another exciting review of the City Series sub-series Arctic underneath City. Anyway, yeah, I know, it's kind of confusing. But this is the Arctic Explorer ship. This is set number 60368, 815 pieces, 7 minifigures, retails for $159.99. Now, normally I start the review at this point, but I'm not going to because this isn't really part of the review, just something interesting, and that is this box. So on the surface, it looks like any old box, right? The normal box art, that kind of stuff, and of course I forgot to mention the good old it floats thing that it is. But the weird thing is that this box does not open like most Lego boxes do. Usually they open from the side, and or you know, with the tape you cut it, or it has those little thumb things that you press in. This one actually fits inside of itself. So kind of, you know, just something unique I thought I'd point out because, well, it's all right. And anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into the review. And the review always goes off of value, creativity, playability, ease of build, and part out value. And then we take those things and we average it out to get the 6th number, which is the overall ranking. So I'm going to go ahead and change the view here, and we'll get started. For this set, for value, I struggled a little bit. And the reason why is it has things that I like. First of all, you do have a great ship here. The double hull is kind of weird, but it's okay. The size of it's great, the detail's great. But then there's 7 stickers that this thing came with, but yet this piece right here is not a sticker, it's printed. So it makes you wonder why they couldn't just do them all printed. And also there's a couple other ones that were printed too, like the computers inside. Anyway, it was kind of funny. And then you've got the fact that double hull is a plus and a minus. And then you've got the Orca killer whale here that, oh my goodness, it is so awesome. I love this thing. It's so awesome that, well, if I had money to burn, I'd buy another 10 of these just for the Orcas. I'm half kidding on that, but anyway. So the value was hard to come up with. And then, you know, you've got that it's $159.99 and 7 minifigures and 815 pieces. Comes out to 19.6 cents per piece. So that's really, really high. Even with the ship hulls, that's really, really high. So I can only give value a 6 after I weigh everything on this one. This particular set is 29 inches long. The box says 28, but I measured it as 29. And 6.25 wide, and I only did the ship. I didn't, not all this. And then the boom currently as it is 9.5 inches. For those on the metric system, that's 74 centimeters, 16 centimeters by 24 centimeters. So there you have it. It's pretty large. All right, creativity. Well, I like it. It is very creative. You've got a little bit of a shipwreck here. And in the shipwreck, you've got a crab with a helmet on it, and you've got some, what do you call that, weapons and a chest. And I noticed they're not doing the curved top chests anymore. They're doing the chest that came out with Minecraft. So you've got this helicopter. You've got this little underwater drone, the Orca, some of the minifigures here, 2 more minifigures here, a boat that can be dropped in the water here, and you've got this compartment here that the boat can be dropped down into. Yeah, I always mean to do stuff like that, just count on it. And then you've got the fact that this thing comes off, and when it does, it reveals the controls on the inside, and it seats 3 people. It's got computers everywhere and a compass. And then, you know, this thing, it also comes off, trust me. It just doesn't want to because I said that it does. Give me a second here. Well, that likes to come off, so we'll try that. And, oh, there we go. And on the inside here, oddly enough, we have an aquarium with a crab. We have a microscope, which I do like. The microscope's really cool. You got some seating areas, you got 2 beds, and a bathroom. Lego seems to be doing a lot of bathrooms lately. So anyway, I guess it's some toilet humor. But long story short, creativity, I will give it a 9. And the reason I give it a 9 is only because it came with 2 bolt holes instead of just one big piece. I think that would have been even cooler, but I mean, I'm not going to dock it a whole lot for that. I mean, overall, it is a cool set. Now, the next thing we're going to go off of is playability. Playability is a 10, and that's simply because there is a lot of sets. And now that Lego is coming out with all these Arctic sets, and I've done a review on a couple of them already, that basically you got a lot there that you can play around with. So, but I will say that what adds to the playability to me is the fact that I tested this out, so hopefully I didn't weaken it. But if I lift up just one end of the boat, it holds up the other end. Even though it's a split hull right here down the middle, it does hold. So they did build it pretty well. So playability is, you know, a 10. Ease of build, well, that's a different story. There's 4 instruction booklets here. And by the way, I've seen some controversy online of people who have scanned the QR code of YouTubers that didn't scan at first. Sorry to tell you, I've already scanned mine. Go ahead and try it. It won't work. I already got credit for it. But yeah, there's 4 booklets. The funny thing about the booklets is, for once, I actually noticed an error. Let me show you the error. Okay. So on this particular set, this page, you've got bag 7. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And then you come over here and, well, you also have bag 7. They never have bag 8 in this, even though there is a bag 8. So that was the first thing I noticed. And then apparently I learned in elementary school that numbers go on forever to infinity and beyond. And what's really funny is that on this page we end with 169. And as we turn to the next page, even though there's pieces being added, there are no step numbers. So I guess Lego figured out where infinity ends. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. But because of the misprints and the bag, you know, the misprint of the bag and the numbers ending and all that, and I'm going to give ease of build 7. Part out value I'll also give a 7, and that's just mainly because the hulls. There's not a whole lot you can do with it except for build another boat or another 2 boats by splitting the hulls. So that does make it kind of difficult to, you know, build other stuff with. So if you average that all out, it's a 7.8 out of 10 overall, which means it's an okay set. It's a little above average. It's all right. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave me a comment below. If you need pieces for your builds, head over to my store on Bricklink. It's called the Chip Off the Old Block. Links in the description. We have about 900,000 pieces. We usually ship within 24 business hours, and that way you get your pieces fast. I get the money I need to continue the channel. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.